What is up, drone fanatics? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the DJI Mavic Air 2 car charger. And in about 10 seconds here, go ahead and put a timer up on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the setup, give you some pro tips, talk about the cost, where you can buy it, drone compatibilities, and answer some questions that you might have if you're thinking about buying this. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so we have our DJI Mavic Air 2 car charger right here. We have one battery there and our charging dock with 3 batteries there. So we're just going to go ahead and plug it into our cigarette charger. Most cars will have those. If your car doesn't, well, that sucks. And then the green light is on, meaning that we do have juice. And then from here, we're just going to plug it into our battery. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Awesome, win. And then once you plug that in, it should just take maybe like 2 or 3 seconds for the green LEDs. Yep, just like that. So that means it's charging. Now, I recommend plugging directly into the battery itself just because it seems to have a more snug, a more tight fit versus if you plug it into your charging dock here, which, I mean, it's not a bad idea. But the one thing I've noticed plugging it into the charging dock is if I'm on a bumpy road or taking like a wide turn or something, sometimes this can kind of get thrown around a little bit, and sometimes the connection can come loose because it was that easy, and sometimes the batteries can come loose too, giving you a loose connection, and the last thing that you want to do is drive around for an hour thinking, oh my god, my batteries are charging, great, 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 then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, there's no charge. So pro tip there. Alright, so now we're going to do the charge test. We're going to drive around for a while and see how long it takes for this bad boy to go from 0 to 100%. And then we're actually going to compare that charging time to the charging time as if it were plugged into a wall outlet. So we're going to go ahead and drive around, and then we'll see you guys back on the tripod. Okay guys, so the final result was this. Using the DJI Mavic Air 2 car charger, it only took me about an hour and 5 minutes to go from 0 to 100% using the car charger. So that's not bad. Versus when I use the power outlet charger here, this one on average usually takes me about an hour and 15 minutes. So the fact that this one does charge it a little bit quicker, that's a big win right there. Now real quick, full disclosure, I just do want to say that I was charging this in my 2017 Hyundai Accent, and I can't guarantee you that you're going to get the same charge time in your vehicle, and I only say that because I know vehicles have different batteries, different systems, different radios, but hey, an hour right off the bat, that's not bad at all. So the charger itself does go for around $60. I originally was going to buy it on bestbuy.com, but it was going to take like 5 days to get to me, and ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I just ended up going with Amazon because it got to my place in about 2 days, and it does go for around $60 both on Amazon and Best Buy as well too. The price may fluctuate a little bit here and there, but you know what? It's not bad for what you get out of it as well. And if you do want to purchase this, I'll make sure to put the link down in the description below. Now real quick, I want to answer a really important question that a lot of people had about this charger, and the question was, does it work for both the DJI Mavic Air 2 and the Air 2S? And the answer is yes, it does work for both. Don't be confused though, because I was confused too, because on the Amazon website it said that this was only for the DJI Mavic Air 2, but I compared it to the post that was on Best Buy's website, and Best Buy's website said that it did work for both the Air 2S and the DJI Mavic Air 2. And I compared like the specs and everything on them, so it is a direct match, so there's the answer to your question. Now if you do go on Amazon, you are going to find a bunch of third-party car chargers for both the Mavic Air 2 and the Air 2S, and I've read a lot of reviews, and a lot of them seem to do pretty well, and they seem to be pretty okay. For me, I just have a hard time trusting something that's third-party, especially when it comes to my drone batteries, because they ain't cheap. So I've always trusted DJI branded products, and I've never had a problem. But if you bought a third-party one off Amazon and it works really well, let me know about it in the comment section down below. So I've owned this for about a month and a half now, and I can definitely say it's saved my arse quite a few times, because without this, once you use up your drone batteries, essentially you have to go back home or find a power outlet where you can charge them. And when you're traveling, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to do. So do yourself a favor, pick this one up, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.